Hi everyone, just a quick note that I took this video the first day our pool was set up and the water looks pretty murky. But after we add the chemicals, it takes only 1 week for the water to turn crystal clear.
Hi everyone, this is an overview video of the filter and pump setup that we have for our above ground pool. So this pool is 20 feet in diameter and 4 feet high. And if you don't know how to calculate the gallons of your circular above ground, the easiest formula is diameter times height or depth times 5.9. So we'll go 20 times 20 times 4 times 5.9 equals 9,400 gallons. So this pool originally came with a pump, small square unit about that big on the bottom of the cylinder. And honestly, it was probably the bare minimum size of pump that you want to run with a pool of this size. It didn't really provide good circulation. Not only that, but we've had this pool over 10 years now, and the pump that came with it only lasted a few. So when that broke, we decided to replace both the pump and filter unit that came with the pool and upgrade to this 1 horsepower pump and 16-inch diameter sand filter. Now, in order to adapt the new pump system to the existing cylinder that came with the pool here, I had to basically just MacGyver it together with various fittings. We've got some Kremkos, an ABS adapter fitting, PVC valve, and a couple of miscellaneous fittings that came with the old system. It's just a DIY thing, and it works. These white hoses came with the original system as well, and luckily I was able to adapt it to the new pump using one of the old fittings. The pump does come with an internal skimmer basket that picks up any debris and prevents it from entering the sand filter. All you do when the pump is off is turn this about a quarter, take it off, remove the skimmer basket, and just empty it out. Every day there's bees and bugs and seeds and leaves and stuff that enter there, and it's a great feature to prevent the sand filter from becoming dirtied with that sort of stuff. This sand filter, as many do, comes with a multifunction regulator on top. It has several features. It has bypass to pool, rinse, filter, bypass to waste, winterize, closed, and backwash. It does come with this pressure gauge, and the purpose of that is when you first start out the pump in the summer, whenever you put up the pool, assuming that it's clean of debris inside and it's been rinsed the previous year prior to storage, you will set the first the first mark on the bezel here to wherever the needle appears on the dial, and that's the beginning pressure. And then as the needle climbs, once it reaches the second mark, it's time to backwash and rinse and clean the filter. But after having this filter for several years, unfortunately the gauge has decided to break. But we regularly backwash and rinse the filter regardless, so it's no longer necessary. So after a couple years of having this set up, we decided that we also wanted to add a heating system to the pool. Now, we looked at various solar panel systems available, but we found that they were a bit overpriced for the amount that they actually increased the pool temperature. So we decided to create our own. We went with the Coil method. So this here is 100 feet of 1/2-inch poly irrigation tubing, and I attached it to the filter by using some ABS fittings here. This is a 2-inch Y and some screw and adapting fittings, and I just glued them together, screwed it into the outlet on the filter, and wired off to this 1/2-inch PVC valve, and of course the other side adapts to the return line on the pool. From the valve, the tubing loops around the 100-foot coil that we have sitting on this potting table that we just happen to have, and then returns back into the pool, and I just zap strapped it onto the side here in the same direction as the return line from the filter. When we purchased this pump and filter brand new several years ago, it cost us a few $100s, but it's been well worth it, and it's definitely paid itself off. The heating coil and these fittings that attach them together, as well as these mechanical clamps, and the fittings that allow me to attach it to the filter there cost just over $50 on sale at Home Depot. So we're in for about $5,000 for this entire setup. But it's, like I said, been well worth it, paid itself off. This pool has lots of circulation, and the filter does a great job in keeping the water clear and clean, and the pump skimmer basket prevents any debris from floating through. And even 100 feet of coil here makes a big difference on the hot days. Right now it's actually still pretty cool because we haven't had a full hot day yet to heat it up. But say you have a couple of hot days heating up the water in the coil, and that circulates throughout the pool. Well, if you subsequently receive a couple of cool days, it will keep the temperature up in the pool throughout those cooler days. And even on the hot days, it's nice to have a bit of a warmer pool. Well, there you have it. 1 horsepower pump, 16-inch diameter sand filter, 100 feet of heating coil, and that's pretty much all you need for a pool of this size. Thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you found it informative, and I look forward to sharing my next one. Have a great day.
So after 1 week, this is what the pool water looks like. Quite a big difference. Look how beautiful that is. For more info, go to sandylane.com.